Hi here, Fin's here. I'm back for another video, and yes, I'm back. I know, it's been quite a while since, but I am back. It's been a while because I've been on holiday. I've been for a few days in the winning country of the Netherlands. Yes, I've been to Amsterdam this week, or last week I should say. A very nice country, a very nice place to be. The Netherlands got such nice people, such polite people I should say as well. I mean, the Dutch people are so friendly. Yeah, it was a nice place to go. First time being there. Yeah, it was a very nice place to go. Yes, the Netherlands. Amsterdam's a beautiful place. Yeah, it's got so many canals, so much architecture, and so much culture there. A very nice place to go. Yeah, it was a very nice place to go. It was a very nice place to go. Yeah. So I've just come back from it, and so yes, I'm going to be talking about Eurovision again, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, because since I've last spoken to you, because I think there has been a lot going on. And I'm going to be talking about the grand final and some of the split results that happened in the grand final this year. But by the way, before I get started, all this week I've had a bad cough. I've been coughing. I mean, if you've seen me in Amsterdam or the Netherlands last week, you probably could call me Cough Boy, because I've been coughing last week, and I've got a glass of water here. Hoping it will go away this week, fingers crossed, but I do apologise if I do cough a lot in this video. But I'll try my best to not let it all out. But anyway, Eurovision, yes, the grand final, I know. Yes, I'm not getting Eurovision depression yet, not yet, because I've got a lot of things to talk about on this channel that won't keep me depressed. So I'm going to be talking about the grand final and the split results, but before that, now, there is one thing I am not happy about, and that's from Belarus. And I'm not talking about Zena's song Like It. Is it gonna like it? Is it gonna like it? Well, let's break the rules, and quite literally they did. So, well, the jury of the Belarusian jury did. So basically the story was, juries are not allowed to communicate with each other during the semi-finals or during the grand final when they're voting. However, Belarus decided to ignore that, and I think either during or after the semi-finals, the first semi-final took place, they communicated with each other, which is not allowed. It breaks the rules. You have to vote, you have to be isolated when you vote, and you cannot communicate with other jurors. Belarus decided to ignore that, and they broke the rules. That was a crime in itself. You're not allowed to communicate with other jurors. So what the EU decided to do is they disqualified the Belarusian jury, and I think rightfully so. It shouldn't happen. So what happened in the grand final was, this is a little bit complicated. What happens is, with Belarus in the grand final is that, I don't know, I think because it's hard for me to explain this because I can't understand this myself, but anyway, I'll try my best. Basically, because the Belarusian jury was disqualified, what happens is Belarus goes into this pot, and the points that are shown on screen are like the points like Belarus usually votes for, and the top 10 countries. Yeah, I know it sounds confusing, and usually on what countries they usually vote for, and it sounds complicated. I don't understand it myself, but it's hard to explain. So basically, it's just they get into a pot where they use the points are like countries like Belarus usually votes for, and it sounds complicated, but anyway. However, on the night, it was not as it's supposed to be, because they gave 12 points to Israel, and for some reason it was all the countries at the bottom of the leaderboard, apart from Australia. I think they gave 1 point to Australia, but anyway, it was mostly all the countries knew on the leaderboard. They gave 8 to Germany, 5 to the United Kingdom, which was nice for those bottom countries, but it felt weird that none of the top countries, not even the Netherlands, Italy, Russia, a country near Belarus, didn't get any points. A lot of people were scratching their heads, kind of thinking this is kind of weird from Belarus. But what turns out is that was not supposed to be the points that was supposed to be given from Belarus. Instead, then showing the top 10, instead it was showing the bottom 10 of the results. So instead than giving 12 points to Israel, it should have been giving 12 points to Malta and then 10 to North Macedonia. And yeah, it's just, yeah, I mean, apparently it was a human error on the night. I don't know how, but anyway, it was a human error, and basically it means the jury was what happened was it was so messed up. Basically, it was a human error. It wasn't supposed to happen. They were supposed to show the top 10 from Belarus. Instead, they showed the bottom 10, and Malta should have got 12 points from Belarus and not Israel. And it did shake up. So, and, you know, it was a human error, so the results we saw on Saturday night were not supposed to be weren't the accurate scores. Instead, what happened, the EBU released a new leaderboard of the top 26, and there were some scores that were changed. Luckily, the top 4 countries stayed the same, but you can only imagine what would have happened if, like, Italy would have actually won it all, and, you know, who would get the trophy, and we would have been in a complete mess. So thank goodness it didn't mess the top 4 or top 2 even of the scores, because we would have been in a complete mess and there would be drama, everything. But luckily, thank goodness, the top 4 stayed the same. But anyway, this was the new leaderboard stand. The Netherlands still won, Italy came second, Russia came third, Switzerland came fourth, and then we got Sweden now in the top 5. So they were the best Nordic country again. So they got to top 5. Then Norway was 6th. North Macedonia won. Oh no, not actually. I'll get back to the jury, but no, they came 7th now. So they move up 1 and get a new best result in 7th place. Well done, Tamara, Tversky, and then there's Azerbaijan at 8, dropped down to 1. Australia stays in 9th. Iceland stays in 10th, Czech Republic stays in 11th, Denmark stays in 12th, Cyprus moves up a couple at 13th, I'm remembering it all the top of my head, Malta moves up a little at 14th, Slovenia moves down 2 at 15th, France also moves down 2 at 16th, Albania moves up 1 at 17th, Serbia moves down a little at 18th, San Marino moves up 1, now getting their best result ever at 19th. Estonia moves down a little at 20th. Greece stays at 21. Spain stays at 22, number 22. Sorry. Israel stays at 23. Belarus manages to go up 1 to 24. Germany moves down 1 at 25. And poor Michael Rice in the United Kingdom stays at the 26th and last position. Yeah, I mean, so yes, I also have to talk about North Macedonia. I have to say, Tamara Tedeschi, well done making Eurovision history and getting your best result ever. But yeah, again, there's a sad side to this because it turns out they actually won the jury vote, but no one ever saw it. So basically, because of the Belarusian thing, they did get 10 points from Belarus in the end. But obviously, because of this human error, they didn't get points from Belarus at all, what it was shown. And it turned out Sweden won the jury vote and North Macedonia came second. But in the end, North Macedonia actually won the jury vote. And, you know, it's such a shame because she didn't get a moment. And, you know, Macedonia in general, FYR Macedonia, North Macedonia, whatever you like to call it, has been working so hard to get to the final. So it's quite sad that she never got her moment of, like, in the final it showed that Netherlands and Sweden were the top two, well, get that final, who's going to win, when it should have been the Netherlands and North Macedonia. It is such a shame, it is quite sad. I mean, at the end of the day, she's still got North Macedonia's best ever result, we can't take that away from her. Well, not until next year, somebody better comes along. But, I mean, she's been the first artist from Macedonia, North Macedonia, FYR Macedonia, to ever get to the top 10 ever in the grand final, which needs to be applauded, right? Wait on tomorrow. But it is a shame. It is such a shame that because of this human error, we didn't know on the night that she actually won the jury vote, and she rightfully deserved to. Yeah, because this human error, I mean, she should have had a moment. She really did. But she was really gracious about it all, actually. You know, when she got 58 points from the televote, she thought, oh well. I mean, I love Tamara. She's great. I mean, she should be a star in North Macedonia now, because she's great. I love her. I think she's great. She had a great song. I loved it from the first listen, actually. And when she qualified to the final, my reaction was like, yes! But I'm really happy she got the best result for North Macedonia. It's just a shame, this human error. But anyway, but let's quickly talk about more of the split results. Czech Republic only got 7 points from the televoters. I'm really surprised like Mawari didn't do better in the televoters than the juries. I think maybe because they went on early, maybe. But they deserve more from the televoters. I have to say I'm surprised Greece only came 21st. I was really expecting, maybe, at first when I first listened to it, I thought, oh my gosh, Greece is back in the competition, this is going to get a top 10 finish, and it didn't. I was quite, 21st, no, that's too low for me. I mean, I can understand, I mean, the staging could have been, I wish they had, like, the staging from the music video. And I know the running order, you know, coming on after the Netherlands didn't help. But 21st is too low. And even San Marino beat Greece. I mean, well done San Marino for getting your best ever result ever. Well done Sir 19th? Yeah, I mean, well done to making this the final. I think that's really achievement. Even people doubted it, but it happened. Spain coming 22nd to yet another one who I thought deserved to get more points. It turns out they only got 1 point from the juries now. Oh, gosh, it keeps getting worse. I mean, the staging could have been better, but even so, it's a fun song, and I think it deserved more. But anyway, I've probably got lots more to talk about. But comment on Eurovision stuff in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe, and I will see you next time for another video. Goodbye, people.